I have died 3 times in my life. Most people think you only get to go through that door once, but they're wrong. You can lose your soul long before they put you in the ground. I'm Arthur. I am 93 years old today. Everyone wants to know my secret. They think I'm going to tell them about a specific diet, or a certain kind of wine, or some magical exercise. I do all those things, sure, but that's not why I'm still standing. If you want to know how to actually live a century without turning into a bitter, hollow shell, you need to listen very carefully. The secret is that you have to survive your own life. My first death happened when I was 5 years old. That was the death of safety. My mother died of tuberculosis in a cold room in 1926. I don't remember her voice anymore. I just remember the sound of her coughing into a white handkerchief and the red stains that followed. My father brought me to America 2 years later with $40 in his pocket. I was working in a shoe factory before I even knew how to read. My fingers would bleed so much by the end of the shift that I couldn't even hold a fork at dinner. My second death was the one that nearly kept me down. I was 31 years old. I had finally found the sun in a woman named Anna Maria. She was the kind of person who made a room feel warm just by walking into it. We had 9 years together, 9 beautiful years. Then on a random Tuesday afternoon, she went up to the roof to hang the laundry. She had a brain aneurysm and was dead before she even hit the floor. She was only 28. I was 31 with 2 babies and a heart that felt like it had been put through a meat grinder. That was the death of hope. For 6 months, I was the angriest man in Brooklyn. I yelled at God. I yelled at my neighbors, and I let the darkness swallow me whole. Then one night, my 5-year-old daughter came into my room crying. She asked me if she had done something wrong, because she thought I was mad at her. I looked at that little girl and realized that because I was drowning in my own grief, I was letting her drown too. That was the night I made a choice. I realized that pain is inevitable, but misery is a choice. I decided that even if I was sad every day for the rest of my life, my children would see a father who chose joy. I forced myself to smile until the smile stopped being a lie. My third death came when I was 58. The shoe shop I had spent 26 years building burned to the ground in a single night. Everything I had worked for, every cent I had saved, turned to ash while I stood on the sidewalk watching. That was the death of my pride. But you know what I did the next morning? I bought a coffee. I bought a newspaper, and I started looking for a job, because I learned that hard times don't have to make you a hard person. If I had given up at 58, I never would have met Gloria. I was 70 years old when I saw her at a church potluck. I only went because I heard they had good lasagna. She was 62, a retired nurse, and when she laughed, it felt like the world finally made sense again. My own son stopped talking to me for 2 years because I married her. He said I was disgracing his mother's memory. I told him, Enzo, I love you, but I've been lonely for 40 years. I found someone who makes the silence go away. If the neighbors don't like it, they can go to hell. Gloria and I had 33 bonus years. She passed away last January, and I held her hand until the very end. I miss her every second, but she would be furious if I stopped living. I'm 93 years old now. My whole life is a cup of coffee, the light coming through the window, and my great-granddaughter Sophia calling me on Sundays. That's the whole list. I don't need a mansion or a yacht. I realized far too late that I could have been this happy at 30 or 50, but I was too busy chasing things that didn't matter. Happiness isn't something that waits for you at the end of a career or a bank account. It's right here, in the small things you're probably walking right past. Gratitude is a muscle. If you don't exercise it, it withers away. So before you turn off this video, do me a favor. Sit still for a minute. Look around your room. Find 3 things you're grateful for, even if it's just the air in your lungs or the roof over your head. Start there. Life is beautiful, not because it's perfect, but because it's a gift that can be taken away at any moment. Stop waiting to be happy. Choose it now, while you're still here to make the choice. If this meant something to you, please share it with someone who's struggling to find their way. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep hearing these stories. Tell me in the comments, what is the one thing you're choosing to be grateful for today? I'm Arthur. Thank you for sitting with an old man for a few minutes. Go live your life, not the one you're planning, but the one you're actually in.